And we are turning to some breaking news this midday. The head of Austin Water is stepping down. Greg Mazzaro's plans to resign, according to a memo he sent to City Manager Spencer Cronk. For some perspective on this, we are turning to senior reporter Tony Plohetski. Now, this comes after Austin was placed under a boil water notice not that long ago, Tony.
Jenny, that's exactly right. And of course, all eyes have been on Austin Water in recent days in terms of untangling what exactly led to the boil water notice. An investigation is ongoing, but of course, the looks always go to the person at the top, the person running the utility. And that is what has been happening in recent days. A lot of increased scrutiny on the operations of Austin Water Utility, culminating this morning in a memo that the head of the utility did send to the city manager saying that he is stepping down. Jenny, one thing that is striking in this memo that he sent, Greg Mazzaro's, is that he does not address the recent boil water notice directly. In fact, he talks about a number of accomplishments during his 15 years at the helm of Austin Water, but at the same time saying that as a leader, it is important to know when to step aside, and that is why he said he is doing so. The city manager then followed up almost immediately with a separate memo to Austin City Council members this morning. In that memo, the city manager did, in fact, address this more directly, saying that he will be working with the city council, trying to restore faith and confidence in the water utility in the weeks and months to come. Jenny.
And of course, this was the third boil water notice, right, in about 3 years.
Since 2000.
Right.
Yeah, since 2018. We saw the first one happening in 2018 following a storm, a severe flood event that happened here in central Texas that led to a high amount of turbidity in the water. Then, of course, Jenny, we saw a second citywide boil water notice following the winter freeze of February 2021. And then, of course, the one that went into effect Saturday night. And really that boil water notice, the most recent one, came at a time when, frankly, people were still recovering from what happened a year ago. And so it really prompted a lot of emotions and, frankly, distrust in the operations of Austin Water.
And a lot of questions, Tony, why it took 12 hours to issue that boil water notice.
That's exactly right. And so much of this is going to be addressed head-on on Tuesday in a special called meeting by the Austin City Council, where they really are going to be asking a lot of these questions, trying to get answers. But again, the city manager himself this morning saying in a memo that he recognizes that there has been a loss of faith in Austin Water by many people in our community. And again, his pledge that he is going to do all he can to restore that confidence in Austin Water. But again, the big news this morning is that the head of the utility, after 15 years and a 40-year career in the business, is stepping aside.
Is there anything else from that memo that you can tell us, Tony?
Well, not exactly. I mean, the head of Austin Water, Greg Mazzaro, does spend some time, as I mentioned, sort of bulleting a number of accomplishments, saying how much he supports and values the employees of the utility, and really taking a moment to reflect on his own career. But again, Jenny, not really saying anything directly head-on about the most recent boil water notice.
All right, thank you, Tony Plohetski. And of course, Cronk saying that he will be identifying an independent third party to facilitate the review of what happened during the recent boil water notice, and that there will be a transition, which includes appointing an interim director. Thank you so much, Tony, for bringing us this breaking news and your time. And of course, KVUE News will be following this developing story throughout the day and online as well.